What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 44, season 3 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me as always is Jmack Gaming.
Don't ever do that again.
What's that? This is not the go home.
You done?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's how shit.
Hey, Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah, she's here, Jen. We start off the show with Aja Kong and Kana teaming up to defeat Mercedes Martinez and Mickie James. They get the big win in 12:05 when Aja Kong defeats Mercedes Martinez with her rocket, Jen.
Low key though, Aja Kong China, if that ever happens, banger.
Well, we'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
We start off Monday Night Raw with
Daddy PJ Black.
in Vince's chair is turned around backwards like this.
Oh yes, this is great for the people listening.
And then he turns around, and it's PJ Black, flanked by Shane McMahon. And PJ Black, he's now in charge, Chad.
Oh, he's in charge.
Yes.
What happened to Vince?
We can't medically say.
Oh,
We don't know where he's at.
did he retire?
All I know is PJ Black says he's now in charge. Well, he says, looks like we need a new boss in here. Shane, you're the next one in charge, seeing my wife Stephanie is in labor. Congrats on the baby boy, PJ, says Shane. And, Shane's next in charge. He says, I'm going to give PJ Black everything. He's the new GM of Monday Night Raw while my father is out of commission. We're here in Des Moines, Iowa, by the way, in the Wells Fargo Arena. Just want to let you know that, John.
Interesting.
So PJ Black is now in charge. How do you feel about that?
I think it's it's in his blood. It's his. Well, I don't want to say it's his birthright because he married into the family, or he's through Steph, but it's basically his right. He's a McMahon one way or another.
He's a Black, right?
Everybody runs the show as part of that family at some point.
We see a limo arrive. Chad Collier has made his day. He's here, Chad.
Oh, I'm so happy to be home and out of. The European tour has come to an end. But you know what won't come to an end? My European title run. Because listen, if there's one thing I've learned in all of my times in these shitty places in Europe, it's this. I survived all those dumps. I can survive anything. You want to know why rats are so dangerous? Because they can live anywhere. They can survive anywhere. And you're looking at the Rat King himself.
Okay. Nice here. Later tonight, it does seem like we're going to get that Sean Daivari-Chad Collier match.
Yeah.
We move on. Chyna's backstage shining her new women's championship, and Mickie James and Mercedes Martinez say, Chyna, we got attacked. We lost earlier to Aja Kong and Kana. Look, we idolized you, Chyna. We idolized you. We grew up watching you in WCW. We were so upset that we missed the mark with you here. Can you please tag with us tonight to take on those two that beat us down earlier?
We're not going to have to wait that long for that.
And Chyna says, all right, fuck it. I love being here. Let's wrestle. And we get that match.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
And in his upset win, Kana, Toshi Uematsu, and Aja Kong defeat Chyna, Mercedes Martinez, and Mickie James when Aja Kong pins Mickie James with the Huracan. And Chad, you called it earlier. Then Aja Kong steps in front of Chyna.
Wow, what a call.
What a call for Chad. It looks like we're going to get it, Chad. We move on. Nick Gage takes on Lenny Lane.
Oh, you didn't take a trip down memory lane if you get stabbed with a fork.
And he gets stabbed with a fork. Nick Gage, using his protege Dean Malenko's finishing move. He's taking all the training Dean Malenko's been giving him over the last couple months and putting it into use as he defeats former European champion Lenny Lane in 12:09 by submission.
Oh, yeah.
Got a 67. Lenny Lane's getting 70s, man. He's still pretty decent.
Yeah.
And then the Boston Combat Club celebrating in the middle of the ring. What's next for these guys?
I would assume more matches.
We go backstage, and Kurt Angle and Mark Henry enter the new GM's room, and PJ Black's not wearing a suit. He's dressed to the nines.
Change quickly.
it took a little bit. This is like the sixth segment. And Kurt Angle, he says he's got bad beef with Brock Lesnar and Shawn Stasiak. You know, but he wants his hands on both of them, both those guys, you know? And he says, Peter, right now there's not a number one contender for Brock Lesnar. The Royal Rumble's over a little bit over a month ahead or away. And it'd be pretty sick if we had Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, the rematch. And PJ's like, well, it'd be cool if it was Brock Lesnar, PJ Black, to be honest with you. Am I right, Shane? And Shane's laughing. But I have to defend my Intercontinental Championship against someone. Well, Kurt, you said you have beef with Shawn Stasiak, and he's got beef with Brock Lesnar. So how about tonight in our main event, we get Kurt Angle, Shawn Stasiak. If you really want Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble, you got to beat Shawn Stasiak. And if Shawn Stasiak beats you, then we're getting Stasiak Lesnar at the Rumble. This is a new number one contender match right now. This is a new start of the PJ Black era.
Ooh.
And we're doing it big. Kurt Angle, Stasiak tonight, Chad.
It's going to be huge.
And here we go. Chad Collier and Sean Daivari make their way down the ring. This match goes on, Chad, and this was a great match. Chad Collier is about to hit him with his big finishing move, but someone comes up from under the ring, Chad, and grabs Chad's tights or his legs, trips him up, and then Daivari brings him back in the ring and hits a DDT. 1, 2, 3. Sean Daivari pins Chad Collier to win the European Championship.
That's horseshit.
And who was it? Interference from the Big Rig Fig.
That fucking bastard. What?
He's back. He's back.
Oh. That is pure poppycock.
The man. After Chad lost his tag team belts with Fig at SummerSlam, he took out Fig, and Fig comes back from injury and does it right back to Chad Collier. Sean Daivari is the new European champion, and Chad Collier is livid.
Oh, what the fuck? Ah.
He's absolutely livid. The Big Rig Fig
You son of a bitch.
has costed him the European Championship. If you did not notice, Sean Daivari had a 50, Chad Collier a 91.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I can go. Put the world title on him.
We get a decent little match right here. Edge and Christian defeat Stash and Stud in 11:29 when Christian Cage hits an inverted DDT on Edge. Or on Major Stash, sorry. Edge got 100.
Good for him. Going on, Stash and Stud.
And then after the match, Punk and Steel come out, and they come out and they bring out chairs again, Chad, and they start beating down Edge and Christian. But the Bashams come in and they save the day.
Nice.
Good for the Bashams. Stasiak is getting ready. He's lathering up. He's oiling up. He's getting ready. He's got a big match. This is the match he's wanted, you know. If he wins tonight, he finally gets his hands on not only the WWF World Heavyweight Championship, but he would get his hands on Brock Lesnar. We'll see if he can get the win later tonight. But first, Brock Lesnar. He's here tonight, too.
Oh, wow.
And he gets in the Future Shock locker room, and he starts yelling because he saw what happened last week. He saw the little spat between those two. He said, I leave for 6 fucking days. And you guys can't be friends. You guys can't keep it cool. Look, we've been the most dominant stable in all of professional wrestling's history for the last 2 years. And I'm gone. I want to go fishing. I want to go hunting with my smoking hot wife. And you guys have a little fucking childish dispute. Get it the fuck together. I'm so damn good I don't need either fucking one of you. You need me. So get it together or get the fuck out. And they're like, yes, boss.
Wow. Brock Lesnar shouting orders at Mike Tyson.
Triple H defeats Davey Boy Smith in 13:32 with a pedigree, Jen.
Good for Triple H.
And he celebrates in the ring.
Good.
A big win for Triple H, Jen.
Oh, it's a win.
What's next for him?
More wins, probably.
And here we go, Chen. It's Kurt Angle and it's Shawn Stasiak. Who gets the dub? The number one contender match for the world title shot at Royal Rumble in 5 weeks. Who gets it?
I'll say Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle. Chad's calling Kurt Angle. And an 85 because Sean Stasiak stinks. He really does fucking suck. Lack of psychology. Kurt Angle defeats Sean Stasiak in 2028 with an Angle Slam. A big win for Kurt Angle.
Big win.
And he celebrates.
Olympic gold medalist.
He celebrates in the ring in 89. Wow. Chad looked at me like, ooh.
People are buzzing. Is this the week?
Probably is the SmackDown tag match or the final main event. Probably not going to be as big as a go home. So this could be it, Chad. This could be your week. The final week of December. The first week for WCW where they could win in 3 months. Can they do it? You're going to have to tune in to find out. Any last words, Chad?
I'm going to beat your ass, bitch. All right, Justin. We are at the final Nitro before WCW's biggest show of the year, Starrcade. And Justin, I know I say this a lot, but we have a big go-home show for Starrcade.
I'm back. I'm ready.
So, all right. Don't look, everyone. So Billy Kidman and Ted DiBiase start us off.
Same arena again.
And Billy Kidman says, and quote, "Tonight is the last Nitro before Starrcade, and we have such a huge show lined up, and we were thinking, what is a better way to really emphasize how important Starrcade is and how massive of a show it is by having the most massive Nitro of all time. So Ted and I were thinking, and for this week, and this week only, we have lifted the brand split. Because we know that there are people like who are wrestling who, are cross, branded. And so we just wanted to have an opportunity for our wrestlers to really entertain you and really put it on the line leading up to Starrcade. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show. And we've got 2 members of the Money in the Bank match squaring off in a singles match, Justin. Samoa Joe and Taz both have been on rolls. Taz won a tag team match, and then he won a singles match against Kanyon. Samoa Joe, he won a triple threat match, and then he beat AJ. These two have been looking strong, and they're facing off tonight, or in our opening match. And then about that Superb Wrestling in Great Heat, Samoa Joe defeated Taz with a Dragon Sleeper.
Ah, big win for Samoa Joe.
Yes. We have a 4-women tag team match. Of course, the 2 women's champions and other competitors who are going to be in the Miss Starrcade Battle Royal. And then about that decent wrestling, but not much heat. Minami Toyota, Trish Stratus, Beth Phoenix, and Takako Ino defeated Lita, Debbie Malenko, Queen Charmel, and the HBIC Tara Verone. When Minami Toyota pinned Tara Verone with an Ocean Queen Bee bomb. So there's that. After the match, Debbie Malenko and Minami Toyota, they do a Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn Fight Forever spot. They just start pummeling each other, Justin. So Justin, we have here 2 teams who are facing each other in triple threat matches at Starrcade. Of course, we've got Planet Ahmed, Monty Brown, and Big Daddy V. And then we have Shannon Moore, Perry Saturn, and Ken Shamrock. And Justin, normally you would think Ahmed and Monty Brown would have the edge here because they've been a unit. But during this match, there was a miscommunication. And Monty Brown hit Ahmed, which caused Ahmed to be hit with a morgasm, leading to the loss. And after the match, Monty Brown, he looks over at Ahmed and he says sorry. And Ahmed, Justin, pushes Monty Brown. And Monty Brown's like, don't push me. So he pushes Ahmed. And then, Justin, they are going at it too. They're head to head. They're not fighting, but they're screaming at each other. It's very clear that these 2 men have emotions running high. And maybe they're not on the same page as we thought they were for leading into this Sunday.
No.
We are backstage. Hulk Hogan. He's like, well, brother, it's so good. Starrcade is right around the corner, and I have a big Money in the Bank. And then he stops in his tracks because who walks in but Samoa Joe, who just came, he said, hey, yo, Hulk, do you see what I did to your boy Taz? Do you see what I did to one of your Nitro boys? Last time me and you got in this ring, Hulk, I retired you. Last time we got in this ring, Hulk, you were supposed to never wrestle again. Now, Billy Kidman, being a pushover, let you walk all over him and politic your way back into the ring. And Hulk, honestly, that offends me. That pisses me off. So Hulk, listen, if the brand split's lifted and I came to your house tonight, how about on Thunder, you come to my house? And why don't we have ourselves a Starrcade rematch from last year's event when Samoa Joe faces Hulk Hogan in the rematch? Show up, Hulk, if you got the balls. Will Hogan show up, Justin?
Probably.
Maybe. We will have to see.
Probably. Why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? We'll have to see. And Justin, we are backstage. We've got the Click, a 6-man main event tonight, Justin. The Click. Yes.
A 6-man on the go home. Who? Color me surprised.
Color me surprised. Shawn Michaels, they're just shit talking, their opponents for the pay-per-view. Brett, the Dudley Boys, Shawn Michaels, he says, I promise you, Brett. I promise you on everything I've ever worked for. I promise on my entire wrestling career. You've made the biggest mistake of your life. I embarrassed you in Montreal once. And this Sunday, I'm going to do it again. But Justin, we have a hardcore championship match on the go home as well. Hardcore Holly versus Tommy Dreamer. And in a decent match, Hardcore Holly defeated Tommy Dreamer in 703 by pinfall. And Hardcore Holly makes defense number 7 of the WCW Hardcore Championship title. And once again, Justin, he accidentally out hardcores his opponent.
Yeah.
So what is it? And he calls him the most hardcore of hardcore champions.
I don't get it, but I get it.
And our main event, Justin, of
This
Nitro.
A quick Nitro.
Our main event of... Oh, I'm excited to get the Starrcade. Oh, no, this is not the main event. I lied to you. This is not the main event.
Oh,
This is
so you lied to me.
This is the co-main. I forgot I booked the main event. This is the co-main. This is the
What's the main
co-main.
event?
You will see. This is the co-main. We got Bret Hart and the Dudley Boys versus The Click.
Okay.
Yeah, and in a good match, Bret Hart and the Dudley Boys defeated The Click when Bret submitted Kevin Nash with a sharpshooter.
Okay.
Kevin Nash, man, tapping it all the time.
Not great.
But after the match, Justin, The Click, the numbers game is just far too much. The Dudley Boys and Bret, they tried beating the group down, but there's just too much. And Justin, Shawn Michaels with a literal shopping cart full of weapons as the Click run in and grab them. They begin to beat down Bret, Bubba, and Devon. And the Click stand tall over them. They take the Dudley's tag titles, and Kip James and Road Dogg, they hold them up. And Shawn holds up his world title. And the Click stand tall over their opponents. And will this be the image at Starrcade? We will have to find out. It is in Montreal, Justin. Yeah. Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart. Years in the making.
I mean, yeah.
We show up here. Sting and Chris Jericho are in the ring having a face-off. And, just hyping up. And Jericho's like, well, it's nice to finally get here face to face. Sting, I think this might be the first time that you and I have ever shared the microphone together. And listen, you may think you're the better wrestler than me, Sting. You're wrong. But I promise you, on this microphone, I'm untouchable. And Sting, you're going to find out why I'm untouchable. And Sting's like, you mean how you've been untouchable ever since the company made you the figurehead? Because ever since the company gave you the ball, Chris, our attendance has been down. We've been losing money. Chris, people...
I love the meta. You just shit talk yourself.
Chris, people are wondering, was it a mistake to give you the keys to the palace? And Jericho, he says, well, you know what, Sting? I do have my naysayers. I do have my doubters. Because you know what? Every great athlete has their haters. Michael Jordan had his haters. And he's the best basketball player of all time. Wayne Gretzky had his haters. Wayne Gretzky's the greatest hockey player of all time.
Who hates Wayne Gretzky?
He has haters.
Oh.
Listen, he has haters. He says, Sting, at Starrcade, I'm going to shut the haters up when I beat you in the ring and show everybody why Chris Jericho is the new icon.
Who hates Michael Jordan in 01?
And that was our closing segment, Justin. And
that was the
90. We got a 90.
So that was the main.
Okay, yes, I forgot. That was the main event. That was the main event, but that was our closing angle.
Hey,
We
that
get a
beat
90.
Raw.
It's probably not going to beat Thunder, or SmackDown, but it beat Raw. And Justin, that was their go home. That was one of our 2 go homes. Mm-hmm. I am very excited for Starrcade.
Yeah.
I think we've done a good job of telling these stories. There are some things I wish I could do, like you said off camera. Having Goldberg would be really sick, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
It's your show.
We will see you guys for the go home for SmackDown and the go home for Thunder, and then we got the pay-per-views. Mm-hmm. All right, Justin, we are on the go home for SmackDown's Armageddon, a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view. And
The last one of the year.
Last one of the year, yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be...
God, we're going to find out the rest of the year awards didn't start yet tonight.
Yeah.
Ugh. We're going to record that too, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Hell yeah.
Did
That's awesome. No, I did forget. I did, but then I just remembered.
We're going to go through the top 100 of the Power 500. We're going to go through your awards. I don't know if you have your awards written down or anything from last year.
I don't have them.
You don't have your bust of the year?
We have. Oh, I have the bust of the year. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I know a bust of the year. Am I right? What up? How you doing?
No, explain it to me.
Think about why you were late today.
Oh, okay.
Bust of the year, Chad
On
God.
the show. On the show. We don't need to expose my personal life.
Pre-show. This angle is to announce that, due to the shenanigans over the last couple weeks, Jamie Noble will be defending his light heavyweight championship against Christopher Daniels at Armageddon, Chad. But it doesn't stop there, because not only will Christopher Daniels be in that match, so will Yoshihiro Tajiri.
Oh,
it is a triple threat, a 3-way dance for the light heavyweight championship.
Love that.
All right, let's start off the show, though, Chad. Eric Bischoff laughs. He's got a piece of mail in his hand, Chad. And he says, well, I sent the offer to the WCW headquarters, and it looks like I got my mail sent back to me. Those cowards. They wanted to come to the Raw, but they never showed up to SmackDown this week. Looks like Benoit is a bitch. Looks like Ted Turner once again is a bitch. That's why I left that company. Look, Benoit wanted to fight from one of the best. He had a choice. He could have thrown a dart in the SmackDown locker room. Ooh, my check-in. Ooh, my boarding pass. I can check in and get a good flight seat ticket. Sorry, I have to do this. This means a lot to me. I got to get a nice window seat. All right, yeah, but he just shit talks WCW, Chad. Okay. Why didn't they acknowledge him?
I don't know.
I'm asking you, the owner of WCW.
Listen. I know the door's open.
The door is open. We can come over.
Yeah, the door's open. Come on.
We start off the show. Scotty 200 defeats Steve Corino in 13-11, Chad. Decent little match right there.
Okay.
Upgrade me, pussies. Upgrade me. Big match for Scotty 200. The pre-show champion.
Yes. One half of the freelancers.
And that's what he says. He says he can't, he can't wait to put the pre-show belt on the line. But he says he wants it on the main show. Okay. We'll have to find out what that means.
Yeah.
All the Godfathers here, Chad. The Ho Train is here is the Ho Train's here in Madison Square Garden. And he's in a match tonight, Chad.
Okay.
He's taking on our good boy, Ryo. And he defeats him in 10:29 with an STF. A big win. Godfather's first TV singles win in 14 months.
Oh my God. Good grief.
We also have Farouk in action tonight.
Oh my God. What is this show? There's a go-home show, right? Because people are going to get up and leave.
They're going to go home. C.W. Anderson defeats Farouk in 9:59. He got a 78, Chad.
Nice.
He's very good. He's very good. Big win over Farouk. And Johnny Storm, who was his manager, he came down to the ring, his teammate, Team Slaughter, they said, a lot of people backstage were, they weren't really taking us seriously. And they thought it was a bunch of kids from TNA just trying to get their limelight. Well, it's time for us to get our freaking respect around here. I just defeated Farouk. Who else? There's not a name in the locker room I can't beat now. I got the confidence. I got the ability. We got no liabilities. We're one of the best. We were one of the best tag teams in TNA, and now we're one of the best tag teams in the main show here in WWF. Burm. Interesting. Oh, there's been a change in my flight schedule. Sorry, Chad. My flight just got changed right as I was talking. Team departed, Chad.
Ooh, The Departed.
Oh, I did get upgraded. What a call. What a call, Chad. Sorry. I'm in Comfort Plus now. Wow. I know how much you guys care. Sorry. Departed. They, Kane and Snitsky take on Rob Conway and Sylvain Grenier. It was announced earlier tonight, Gangrel takes on Rene Dupree at the pay-per-view. A big match right there. Paul White and The Rock. Cameras are cut. They're fighting backstage. Paul White's beating up The Rock. And The Rock, jumps on the Paul White's back and starts beating him up. Pop, 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 right on his back. But Paul White, like that.
Yeah.
Through a table. The food. What's the food? What's the C word for food?
Catering?
Catering table. There we go. The C word for food.
Cuisine?
That's a Q. That's a C. No.
What?
I was thinking Quiznos. All right.
That's a Q.
Booker T and Diamond Dallas Page. They're trying to figure out what the hell is going on. From last week, remember, we saw Latin Lover go after not only Diamond Dallas Page, but Booker T and Arn Anderson. And Arn Anderson, he pulls the Glock out from Dynamite. Remember, he said he was gonna kill Cody Rhodes. He says he's gonna go take care of business tonight. He's gonna go fight Latin Lover. Big Arn Anderson. Why do you mad? Chad looked at me.
I just got the joke. It was funny.
And Latin Lover defeats Arn Anderson in 12:57. Chad got an 80.
Yeah. Wow.
What?
What a show.
What? That was the SmackDown's go home. It was also announced during the Jeff Jarrett promo to begin with that the main event tonight is going to be Champion teaming up with Champion to take on Contender and Contender. Ooh, my belly rumbled right there. Oh my good grief! Look at an 86 from the La Resistance, and they're doing their French fuck things. They got bowling hats. They got a little moustache. And they're going, wee wee. Now they say they're the youngest tag team champions of all time. The French Phenoms. You might call them the French fucks, but they are the French Phenoms. And they're going to take it to Kane, the big red dummy, and his two dumb friends, Gangrel and Snitsky.
Good. As they should.
And our co-main event, Chad. Misawa taking on King Iake got an 87.
Oh, wow.
Misawa got an 95. You should be worried that he's here. He defeats King Iake in 15:24. And then after, Scott Steiner comes out and tries to lay out Misawa, but Misawa reverses it, throws Steiner off the rope, hits him with a clothesline, and hits a Tiger Driver on Steiner right here, right now on Madison Square Garden.
Jeez.
That's going to be a big-time match at Armageddon. Who wins? We'll have to find out. Kid Cash, though, is going back there. He's backstage in his locker room, and he heard that Eric Bischoff promo about how WCW is a coward, and he says, if they're not going to come to us, I'm going to go to them.
Ooh.
Kid Cash is willing. He wants to go take the fight to Chris Benoit. Is WCW going to let him in? Unlike WWF, I guess, letting Benoit in? I guess we'll see at Starrcade.
I guess we will.
And our main event of the night, it got 100. John Cena's first 100, Chad.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's huge.
Oh, well, those two didn't work well, but the other two did work well, and it's still got 100. Wow, Jared and Foley not working well with the team. That's interesting.
But Stone Cold and Cena having good chemistry.
Excellent chemistry. Holy shit.
They could call themselves the Steve Nation.
Wow, Taka, move over. Remember when Taka and Austin won the belts earlier this year?
Yeah.
And then immediately dropped the belt in the garbage. Austin and Cena defeating Jarrett and Foley in 1934 when John Cena pins Jeff Jarrett with a spinning powerbomb. Is that going to be the image we see at Armageddon? You know those four men have to start beating each other up to end the show. Yeah. Chad, I'm sorry. I didn't think this SmackDown was going to do this good.
96.
I didn't think this was going to happen, buddy.
That's fair. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're not out yet. We still have a Super Thunder ahead of us with to go home.
Unless you get fucking Shawn and Brett in the main event, I don't know how that's gonna beat it. Well, another 100 though.
Another 100.
I don't know what the list is. I'm gonna have to make a new 100 list, but Chad, we'll see you for Thunder.
We will. Justin, it is the final go home before Starrcade. Are you ready for Thunder?
Wait.
Yes? You said wait.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tricked you.
You got me. All right, and we are going to start the show. We start off, Justin, with a match. Of course, like I said before, we have a the brand split is not happening for this 1 week, so we can get a big epic go homes for Nitro and
Is this the pre-show?
Thunder. No, this is the main. This is the first match of the card.
Great.
A 6-man Ray, Steven Regal, and Lodi versus AJ, Stardust, and Juventud Guerrera. And, good. Stardust has a damaged elbow. So, I'm sure he'll be able to work through it, though. I hope so.
I hope so, too.
I hope so.
Not great. Not a good start.
Not a good start. We're backstage, and Paul Heyman catches Chase Tatum, the number one contender for the Universal Champion, macking on Sable. And he says, Chase, you need to listen, all right? Listen, there'll be time for girls. There'll be time for all of that. But first, we got to focus on what matters. We got to focus on the World Championship, the Universal title. And Chase actually says, Paul, you let me do my thing. All right, I learned from a guy from another company that there were two things in life that mattered. One was getting gains in the gym. And two, freaks and hoochie mamas. He said, you let me do my thing.
What do you say about hoochie mamas? Worry about you. No, don't copy. That's my thing.
And Paul Heyman just shakes his head as he continues to mac back on Sable.
Why is he macking on Sable? That's Brock Lesnar's wife.
Yeah, well...
You can't be... I will send Brock over right now to kill him.
Sorry, Brock.
Not great.
We got a singles match. Chris Candido and Jeff Hardy, the two teams squaring off at Starrcade, are wrestling one-on-one tonight. And Jeff Hardy defeated Chris Candido with a swanton bomb.
Ooh. Chris Candido losing early. Perfect.
So
welcome back.
Welcome back. I actually just let the game decide it. So.
Oh, you don't care that much?
And our next segment, Hulk Hogan is here, Justin, and he accepts Samoa Joe's challenge.
Oh.
So we get in the main event Hulk Hogan versus Samoa Joe, the rematch from the last time they fought. Samoa Joe retired Hulk Hogan.
All right. Well, here's a pen. You go right down WWF for this week.
In our next segment. Since the brand split is no more for 1 week, Canyon calls out the man who's been posing as himself.
So sounds not good.
And Mortis rises up from the smoke, and we get Chris Canyon versus Mortis, and in a good match. Canyon defeated Mortis when Mortis got disqualified after going into an attacking rage.
I wonder what Mortis was.
Yeah, who knows? After the match, though, Chris, I don't know why I forgot to take Canyon out, but Canyon is getting ready to leave. And as he's getting ready to leave, Owen and Raven, who have both been battered by this team, come down, Justin, and they just run in and they all start brawling ahead of their big match this Sunday.
Interesting.
So.
Interesting.
Yeah. That definitely wasn't Bobby Roode in a Mortis costume.
Oh, you didn't need to spoil it.
I don't care. And Chris Benoit is here, and he says, you think I'm scared of somebody named Kid Cash?
Hey, that hasn't been announced yet.
You're right. He hypes up his open challenge, and he says, you know what?
He gets shit on Bischoff.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does shit on Bischoff.
But not Cash.
He says, yeah, he just shits on Bischoff, and he says, listen, I read the dirt sheets, I see the rumors. I know you're trying to, you were talking about sending somebody over. And to me, it doesn't matter who you send because I'll beat them because I'm the best wrestler in the world and I've beaten everyone who stood in my way.
Oh,
This U.S. belt isn't going anywhere.
That wasn't even Bischoff sending him. K-Cash went on his own accord.
Sure, you're right. But yeah, so he,
Dirt sheet's wrong again. Take that, Meltzer.
Take that, Meltzer. He's one on my commentary team.
Yeah, perfect. He sucks.
So meanwhile, while Chase Tatum was macking on Sable, Minoru Suzuki and Taka Michinoku were in their own separate locker room. Minoru Suzuki was like hitting a punching bag. He's training Justin.
This is a go home for go homes, isn't it? There's nothing going on tonight.
And we get the rematch from a couple weeks ago. Chase Tatum versus Taka Michinoku in the rematch.
Did that happen?
He did. And in a superb match, Chase Tatum defeated Taka Michinoku with a pile driver.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I figured it did a lot worse the first time.
I don't remember how it did the first time.
Yeah, I remember Chase Tatum's first match being awful.
I don't know. After the match, though, Minoru Suzuki runs down the ramp and gets in Chase Tatum's face, and they have like an intense stare down. They don't fight each other.
They kiss?
They have an intense stare down. Chase Tatum takes his sunglasses off. He looks over at Minoru, and Minoru is all intense, and Chase Tatum just kind of looks at him. Does a pec flex, like how like people who like those athletes can like make their titties bounce.
Yeah.
He does that a couple times and does like a smirk to Suzuki, and he just mouths, "I'll see you Sunday."
Okay.
So. And our main event: Samoa Joe versus Hulk Hogan. In an exceptional match, Samoa Joe defeated Hulk Hogan with an Avalanche Island driver.
Now, Hogan's fucking. Well, this makes me think Samoa Joe's gonna win, as he won on Nitro and Thunder.
He's definitely. Well, that's funny because like this is the thing. So after the match against Hulk Hogan, he goes down to the ring, grabs a ladder, sets it up, climbs it up, gets to the top, and poses above, standing tall, as we close out Thunder.
Yeah, there we go.
87.
Wow, I wasn't scared of that at
Well,
all.
that's okay. Listen, that was the go home for Thunder and Nitro. I think we have a pretty good Starrcade on our horizon. I'm excited to bring it, guys, to you. I'm going to cut this video, though, because I am so excited. And Justin, Armageddon's shaping up to look pretty good, too.
Armageddon's going to whoop Starrcade's ass.
That's what you think.
Starrcade's done.
That's what you think. We will see. But either way, tune in, because our pay-per-views are next.